watching Twin Tiers Evening News with Jeff Androlonis and Alexa Olson. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, WVTT proudly presents Twin Tiers Evening News.
Good evening. I'm Alexa Olson. Jeff Androlonis is off tonight. The big story on Twin Tiers Evening News. One local man started an organization that's getting national attention for raising money to help soldiers get prosthetic limbs. WVTT's Valerie Tysander has more of this inspiring story.
Happy Friday, Alexa. And you know, the founder of this company, most people do their best thinking in the shower, but for this man, he did it someplace much different.
I was watching a CNN special.
Matt Turner, known as Sunny Lim to his friends, got the idea for his military-based clothing line while watching television one night.
The soldiers, you know, after 22, 23, 18 years of living with normal limbs, you have to adjust, obviously, after something like this has happened.
He says hearing how hard it is for soldiers to adapt to prosthetics really hit him hard, and he knew he had to do something.
These guys are given a Purple Heart and a pat on the back, and they're like, hey, have a nice life, bud. And it just, to me, it was heartbreaking.
So Sunny Lim created Rotten Limb, a company that donates 40% of its proceeds to Walter Reed Military Hospital in Maryland to help fund prosthetic research and development.
To give these guys something that will give them an easier way of life.
The name Rotten Limb has its own story.
It's kind of rotten the way our soldiers are treated when they come home from war. They're usually banged up, battered, bruised, and usually it's due to a brave act of combat.
His clothing company,
we provide a graphic tee or sweatshirt or hat,
is attracting national attention. Sunny Lim, a Port Allegheny native, says he's had people reach out to him from places across the United States.
And I'll tell you, I get orders from California, Arizona, Missouri.
He also says former and current soldiers are proudly wearing his designs. And he says that if you want to purchase one of those shirts or the sweatshirts or even the hats, you can access him on Facebook. His name is Sunny Lim and his phone number is on there, or you can find him on the Rotten Limb Facebook page, or you can even place your own custom order. In the WVTT Digital Newsroom, I'm Valerie Tysander. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Valerie, for what a great story reporting on tonight. You can find the rest of Valerie's story on our website. It's WVTTnews.com. Well, SpaceX successfully launches its unnamed Dragon cargo capsule from the Kennedy Space Center Friday morning. You can see it looks like a perfect liftoff from Cape Canaveral, but the Dragon capsule might be having problems with its thruster pods. If that's the case, the capsule could have trouble docking with the International Space Station on Saturday. It's SpaceX's second NASA-contracted resupply mission to the ISS. The Dragon is carrying more than 1,200 pounds of supplies for the crew and experiments. The legislature unanimously passed resolution Thursday calling on Governor Cuomo to repeal the nation's toughest gun control bill. Genesee joins Cattaraugus, Allegheny, Chautauqua, Erie, Niagara, and Orleans and Wyoming counties to call for New York's SAFE Act to be repealed. Genesee County voted on the same day. Hundreds of New York SAFE opponents rallied in Albany. Killers on the loose in the Twin Tiers? Not exactly, but the Pennsylvania State Health Department has released a list of top causes of death in McKean and Potter counties. In Potter, the leading killer is cancer, and in McKean, it's heart disease. A recently renovated Bradford landmark is up for sale. The Option House, which is owned by Sam Sylvester, is no longer operating as a bar and restaurant. Sylvester put a lot of time into renovating the 111-year-old facility a few years ago. He's hoping to sell it to someone interested in maintaining its historical value. The apartments upstairs will continue to be rented, and Sylvester says that if the new owner wants to keep the liquor license, it's important to keep those apartments, as the original liquor license is for a hotel. At one point in its history, the Option House had the longest and skinniest bar in the country. A Potter County burglar claims a semi-automatic handgun. Police say someone stole a Luger 9mm from a house on Bush Hill Road in Austin. The owner says he's not sure when it was stolen, but it would have been sometime between September and Tuesday. State police are investigating. A fire in Shingle House yesterday caused $50 grand in damages. Fire investigators say the home of Michael Hunt and his family caught fire around 4:30 in the afternoon. Firefighters from 5 different departments put out the blaze. Authorities say the fire doesn't appear to be suspicious, but the cause is still under investigation. Pope Benedict XVI is Pope no more. He officially resigned Thursday at 8 p.m. Rome time, and as soon as he left his position, he reflected that on his official Twitter account. All of his tweets have been deleted, his picture has been replaced with the papal seal, and the account name has been changed to Sede Vicente, Latin for the seat is vacant. Hopefully you aren't grading me on my Latin tonight. The account currently has 1.6 million followers. We told you about a Bradford drug bust yesterday. Today, police are still searching for Michael Beerley. His wife, Susan, was arrested after a search warrant yielded guns, drugs, and cash in their home. Police say Beerley is 40 years old, 6 foot tall, and 250 pounds with brown hair and green eyes. You can see his picture on your screen. The Emporium man that spent years living under a fake name in New York to avoid police after escaping from custody in McKean County has been sentenced on a sexual assault charge. Joseph Chapman has pleaded guilty in October of 2002 to statutory sexual assault for an incident with a 14-year-old girl. Chapman was 18 at the time. Chapman has 2 other sex abuse charges against him as well. He was taken back into custody after a neighbor recognized him on America's Most Wanted. A Bradford man has pleaded guilty to threatening to blow up American Refining Group's facility in Bradford last December. 40-year-old John Rhodes was in McKean County Court here in Smethport yesterday to plead guilty to charges related to an incident in December of 2012, which he kicked into the front door of the ARG in Bradford and told employees that he was going to blow up the facility after being terminated. Rose then drove away. A police chase ensued, which ended only after Rose was held by police at gunpoint. Rose is scheduled to be sentenced on March 7th. Inmates at the Potter County Jail getting all riled up over the television, and now 2 men are in lockdown and facing charges. Police in Coudersport say 26-year-old Ori Murray and 33-year-old Donovan Freese are facing simple assault, terroristic threats, and institutional vandalism charges after fighting over the TV remote. Murray broke his hand, allegedly punching friends in the face. The guards say they heard both men threatening to kill each other in the incident. Murray is in jail for allegedly beating his brother with a hammer. Freese was previously charged with theft. Insulin pens have created a number of problems for hospitals in the region. The first hospital to announce the reuse of those dispensers may have happened, now potentially facing lawsuits. 716 people may have been affected in that pen reuse claim. The Buffalo VA clinic may find itself in court soon. The Buffalo law firm Brown Chiari Attorneys LLP is planning to pursue legal action in federal court. Same firm also representing people in potential suits against Olean General Hospital as well. Do you have a spare hospital bed or an old wheelchair? A local organization is in need of such medical supplies to help local residents in need. The Medical Loan Closet on North 4th Street in Olean has served the community for about 14 years now. Reverend John Lounsbury, who heads up the program, says that the closet is in need of beds, wheelchairs, walkers, commodes, and bath chairs to help pay for those who can't afford them. And Bigfoot in Pennsylvania's northern tier. One man says the mythological Sasquatch is alive and well in the Allegheny National Forest. Our area is being featured on the Animal Planet cable TV network show Finding Bigfoot, airing this Sunday night. Jeff Anderson of Kane is an active member of the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. He says he's seen Bigfoot no fewer than 6 times in the past 3 years in the Allegheny National Forest. So pretty exciting stuff there. Maybe we'll have to tune in to watch that special. More local news coming your way right after this.